Hi, good day everyone, especially to my thesis advisors, Architect Cardinal and Architect Seriosa, and also to the selected jurors. My name is John Mikey A. Villanueva. I'm here to show to you my thesis presentation entitled
Hope, a proposed Quezon City Cancer Medical Institute. Holistic approach through health and wellness therapies. A tertiary level hospital specializing in cancer healthcare. A research focus of a psychosocial-spatial integration of a healing, collaborative, and learning environment of a cancer institute.
So before we go on to the thesis prior, let's discuss first the background of the study.
Cancer cases worldwide is the main cause of mortality and morbidity, with a number of 14 million in 2012. Under our country, cancer cases increases from 2015 to 2018 with a number of 141,021 cancer cases. Female holds the highest number of cancer cases in the country with a number of 79,019, while for the male is 62,002. We go on to the mortality in the country. Cancer death ranked third in 2011. It increases to the second spot with the number of 60,470 deaths in 2016. Cancer deaths in different regions. NCR hosts the highest cancer death in all the cities and regions in the Philippines with a number of 9,552 deaths, and under NCR, Quezon City hosts the highest cancer death in all the cities with a number of 2,237 deaths. And for the top 5 cancer types, number 1 is breast, followed by the lung. Third one is the colorectum. Fourth is liver. And the fifth one is the prostate.
Next is the site of the project and its characteristics.
The site is located along Barangay Pasong Putik, Novaliches, Quezon City, Metro Manila. It is a regular lot with a total land area of 2.6 hectares, which is adjacent to 4 minor roads. The site is accessible via private and public vehicles such as buses, taxis, jeepneys, or even private cars. The site is surrounded by businesses, residential subdivisions, parks, stations, commercial shops, and even schools. I therefore conclude that the site is very suited for this project since it's located in Quezon City, where it hosts the highest cancer cases and cancer deaths in all the cities of the Philippines. It is also one of their main mission is to be recognized as to be the Center for Health and Wellness in Asia Pacific. Here showing the diagram, the buildings that surrounded the site. At the upper portion is represents the color blue, which is an institutional and commercial area, which is SM Fairview. At the left side is a green color, which represents the vacant lot. At the lower portion of the site is composed of many residential buildings. At the right portion is also an institutional area. The site is classified for its soil type is as Novaliches clay, which is called a hard and compact, based on its characteristics. The vegetation of the site are composed of many small grasses and fewer trees, which is located beside the property line. The sloping of the site is 0 to 5% slope with the shape of an irregular lot.
Next will be the project overview and also the different ideas towards the design approach of the building.
For the project overview, this project is a tertiary level hospital that specializing cancer healthcare with a total number of 200 beds capacity and supported with other facilities such as wellness, research, and education. So for the design philosophy, it's the harmonious design of nature and building that render lives. It means that the combination of the building itself and the nature that will have to improve the quality of experience of the users inside the space. Design concept, reconnecting people with nature. Knowing a healthcare and a hospital is considered one of the many environment that is stressful. This concept will assess and flip the users from negative experiences into a positive outcome through incorporating nature design throughout the exterior and the interior of the building, creating an environment that will improve the overall healthcare quality of each individual by reducing staff stress, fatigue, increasing the effectiveness of delivering care, improving patient safety, and reducing patient stress. A design of space that will support and responsive to the user's well-being. For the architectural goal, it is to design an effective healing, collaborative, and learning environment. So for the design objectives, a design that is responsive and effective to the well-being of the users. A design that will incorporate natural materials such as wood, stones, and also psychology colors to the design of the interior that can enhance the well-being of the users inside the space. Knowing that the issue of right now is the COVID-19 or pandemic, a design that can adapt to the future challenges such as like this, to maximize the natural light and ventilation, to create a design that is efficient, and to decrease the urban heat island effect, to create a design that is sustainable. Design consideration. Number one is the control circulation. A hospital is considered one of the many most complex projects for having many different institutional and functional zoning. Next is the safety and security. A design that can sustain such as typhoon, earthquakes, and fire, and also a provision of Fire Code of the Philippines for having safety and escape plan. For accessibility, provision of BP 344, consideration of the accessibility law. Next is the sustainability. A design that can decrease the heat island effect and can cleanse the air pollutant. For the efficiency, a design that can maximize the use of daylighting and passive cooling that can decrease the consumption of energy. A design that can assess the current and future issues through incorporating flexible spaces that can adapt to future changes. A design of the space that target and approach the mental, social, spiritual, and emotional construct of each individual. A psychosocial spatial integration of a healing, collaborative, and learning environment of a cancer institute. So what is a psychosocial? It is the factors that influence the psychological and social construct of an individual person. Relating it to architecture, psychosocial-spatial is an approach to the design of the spaces that supports and enhances their psychological and social well-being. So in the diagram, shows the four factors that affect the psychosocial. It is the mental, social, physical, and psychological. At the right side of the slide, these three tables shows the different kind of psychosocial experiences or needs to attain a healing, a learning, and collaborative environment. So here at the next slide, it shows the psychosocial design focus approach. Number one is the connection nature. Having a water feature and a green feature for each floor, it will create an enhancement to the well-being of the users as well as like the home-like environment for the design of the interior, incorporating natural materials and psychology of colors. Next is the common spaces. Common spaces promote social life. It brings a sense of community and helping each other. These common spaces also can be used in a future expansion or future other purposes. Next is the aesthetic views coming from the exterior of the building. These green ledges shows a good positive distraction to the user inside the interior. Next is the maximizing the use of natural light and fresh air, knowing that it is really helpful for that cancer patient and also to other staff to have enough natural light they receive and natural fresh air to attain and enhance their well-being. Next is the control circulation, providing wood dividers and also the colors of the room for distinguishing the different functions of rooms. Form concept. So the concept idea is to have a climate adaptive form that will utilize and maximize the use of daylighting and allowing fresh air to enter upon the building. Also canceling out the noise and the air pollutant coming from the exterior of the building. So the form evolution at the second space, having an open space from the top level to the bottom level, allowing the light to enter to the interior of the building. Next space, incorporating Venturi effect. A V shape of kind of building allows air to penetrate more, because Venturi effect meaning is to have an, as the shape narrows, the pressure of air intensely. Next space is allowing or using the incorporating stack effect. This stack effect meaning is to have an open spaces for each floor which the air can penetrate inside the building, and the open space from the top level to the bottom level serve as the ventilation shaft so that the hot air will rises and dispelled out inside of the building. So the last phase is having a wavy sides. Having a wavy side will help to the acoustic of the building. It will help to dispute the sound coming from the outside environment, and also these green ledges or these wavy ledges will capture the air pollutant and will cleanse the air. Planning concept. The design idea of the plan is to have a provision for each room to have an access to nature. By providing a courtyard garden at the center of the building, each floor of the building is designed to have an access to nature, which is the courtyard garden that can stimulate the whole ambience of the building and create a breathable and a comfortable environment. The facade concept inspired of green waves, a wavy line and incorporating nature to it. These green wavy ledges has both benefits to the interior and the exterior of the building. From the interior, this will give a scenic view from the users inside the space, creating a positive distraction, leading to enhancing the well-being of each individual. This will also captures the air pollutant and can dispute the noise as it deflects through the wavy facade. So for the structural concept, the structural system that is applied to building is the conventional two-way slab. A slab that is supported by beams on all sides, and the material that is used mainly reinforced concrete. Knowing its advantages by having a compressive strength, having an adequate tensile strength, a good fire and weather resistance, a good durability, and easy to economy to mold in any shape, and having a low maintenance cost. However, disadvantages is having a low tensile strength, as we all know that concrete is low in terms of earthquake resistance. So to my design, I incorporated base isolator that can help separate the ground movement to the building. As you can see in the slides, this is the 3D view, the skeletal framework of the main building. The red indicates the shear wall. The black indicates the mount foundation. Here's the base isolator, where it's located, the slab, the column, and the beam. Structural details. Base section. The cutting section is on the column A, showing the beam connection and also the green ledges from the footing up to the roof deck level. Next is the spot details for base isolators. Base isolator have a total height of 600 millimeters, which is applicable to all columns in the building. Next is the spot details for the green ledges, showing the different layer for the membrane as well also the spot detail for the roof deck. Next is the detail of the column to footing, with the size of column of 600 by 600 millimeters and a depth of footing of 1 meter. Next is the spot detail of the beam. The dimension of the beam is 300 by 600. Next is the utility concept. The blue color indicates the water line, the black indicates the mechanical line, the yellow indicates the electrical line, and the brown indicates the sewer line. It is tapped from the main to the building main utility and will circulate throughout the building. There are also minor utilities which control the utilities per floor. These were located at each floor of the corner side of the building. Next, the utility site concept. This is the water line. This is the sewer line. This is the drainage line. And this is the electrical line. Next is the site analysis. First one is the wind analysis map. The Amihan wind is coming at the upper right portion of the site, which is the hospital and wellness building located, while the Habagat wind is coming from the lower left portion of the site, which is the research and education building located. The orientation of the building are designed to allow capture more fresh air and to enter the interior of the building. Next is the sunpath analysis. The hospital and wellness building are located where the sun rises for maximizing the use of natural light for the well-being of the users and daylighting. Next is the noise analysis map. Most of the high volume of sounds are located at the east side and also the west side of the site. That's why the building are located at the center, which is far from it. Next is the thermal analysis. The hottest portion of the site is located at the south side, while the coldest portion of the site is located at the north side. It is where most of the wards are located to attain a comfortable temperature of the interior. Next is the water runoff analysis. Water runoff towards the southeast of the site and also towards the southwest of the site, which are the lower levels of the site. The pink line indicates the vehicle path of the emergency. The red line indicates for the public. The violet indicates for the private. And the blue indicates for the pedestrian path. The main entry point for going in the hospital and research is here. The main entry point for the research and education is here. The service entry point and exit are located here. For the research and education, for the hospital and wellness are located here. The parking area are located for the research and education here. Parking area for wellness and hospital are located here. The pedestrian access are located here at the center of the site, and also the right side of the site and also to the left side of the site. Next is the site development plan concept. The concept for the site development is being pedestrian friendly to balance the movement of the vehicle pedestrian upon entering and exiting the site, since the noise and air coming from the vehicles can cause to the enhancement of the quality of the environment. Here showing to you the ground floor on-site development plan and also the site contour with the elevation of 75 meters. Next, we go on to the site development plan, showing the roofs. The location of the two buildings is parallel and near to each other to cut off the travel time from transferring to another building. The number of parking spaces for research and education are 89. The number of the parking spaces for the hospital and wellness are 55. The road that are parallel in the south side of the building is a 12-meter two-way road. The taxi bays are located at the middle portion of the site where the pedestrian access are located. The sizes of the open pathwalks and covered pathways are 3 meters with the provision of benches. This is the site section. This is the hospital and wellness building. This is the research and education building. A provision of connecting bridge with ramps and stairs. The height from the ground line of the connecting bridge is 3.4 meters.
So next will be the architectural drawings, the plans, the elevation, the section of the main building, which is the hospital and wellness.
This is the basement floor plan. There are 3 entry points. First entry point are located near the doctor's parking area. Second entry point are near the right fire exit. Third entry point are located near at the left fire exit. The sizes of the corridors and hallways are 6 meters wide. The main utilities are located here, as well as the waste room. The sizes of the elevator are 3 meters by 3 meters. These two are used for service. These two are used for the passengers. And these are the main stairs. And these are the fire exits. And the minor utilities. This is the isometric view of the basement floor plan. And these are the interior perspective. This is the ground floor plan. This is the main drop-off. And this is the emergency drop-off. There are 3 main entry points. First main entry point are located in the main entrance. The second one are located at the back side near the right fire exit. The third one are located at the back side also near the left fire exit. This is the courtyard garden with the provision of the service ramp from ground floor to the 9th floor. This is the main stairs, and this is the hospital lobby, and this is the wellness lobby. The sizes of the corridors are 3 meters wide. These stairs are going to the mezzanine level. This is the isometric view of the ground floor plan. And these are the interior perspective. This is the mezzanine floor plan. This is the dining hall of the dietary. This is the commercial shops and cafeterias. These stairs are going to the ground floor. This is the second part of the administrative. And this is the doctor's residences. And this is the lobby for the doctor's residences. This is the isometric view of the mezzanine floor plan. And these are the interior perspectives. This is the second floor plan. This is the courtyard garden, the provision of the service ramp. This is the garden balcony with the chapel. This is the hospital second floor lobby. This is the main stairs and elevator. This is the radiology department. This is the surgical department, the laboratory department, the central supply storage and medical records room. And this is the connecting bridge from the hospital to research. The sizes of the corridors are 3 meters wide. This is the isometric view of the second floor plan. These are the interior perspectives. This is the third floor plan. This is the courtyard garden with the service ramp. This is the open below from the second floor plan level. This is the radiotherapy department. This is the chemotherapy treatment base, the chemotherapy isolated room, and the chemotherapy or pediatric oncology. This is the hospital third floor lobby, the main stairs. The sizes of the corridors are 3 meters wide. This is the isometric view of the third floor plan. These are the interior perspective, fourth floor plan. This is the floor plan hospital lobby. There are 2 nurse stations and 2 intensive care units. The sizes of the corridors are 3 meters wide. This is the main stairs and main elevator lobby. This is the 2-bed ward with adjacent common spaces. This is the 4th-bed ward with adjacent common spaces. This is the courtyard garden. This is the balcony garden and a service ramp. This is the isometric view of the 4th floor plan. And these are the interior perspective. The 5th floor plan. This is the courtyard garden with the provision of service ramp. There are 2 nurse stations and 2 intensive care units. These are the 2-bed ward with adjacent common spaces. This is the 4-bed ward with adjacent common spaces. This is the open below from the 3rd floor balcony garden. This is the 5th floor isometric view. And these are the interior perspectives. The 6th floor plan. This is the 6th floor plan hospital lobby. This is the courtyard garden with the provision of service ramp. This is the garden balcony. There are 2 nurse stations and 2 intensive care units. This is the 2-bed ward with adjacent common spaces. This is the 4-bed wards with adjacent common spaces. The sizes of the corridors are 3 meters wide. These were the main stairs and 2 fire exits. This is the isometric view of the 6th floor plan. And these are the interior perspectives. This is the 7th floor plan. This is the 7th floor plan hospital lobby. This is the main stairs. There are 2 nurse stations and 2 intensive care units. This is the courtyard garden, a provision of service ramp. This is an open below with a view from the 6th floor balcony line. This is the 2-bed ward with adjacent common spaces. This is the private ward with adjacent common spaces. The 7th floor plan. These are the exterior perspectives. This is the 8th floor plan. This is the balcony garden. This is the courtyard garden with a service ramp. There are 2 nurse stations and 2 intensive care units. This is the hospital 8th floor lobby. This is where the deluxe room. This is the private ward with common spaces. This is the main stairs. This is the isometric view of the 8th floor plan. And these are the interior perspectives. This is the 9th floor plan. This is the courtyard garden with a service ramp going to the 8th floor. This is an open below, a view from the 8th floor plan garden balcony. There are 2 nurse stations. There are also 2 intensive care units. This is the private ward with shared common spaces. These are the deluxe room. These are the main stairs. The sizes of the corridors and hallways are 3 meters wide. This is the isometric view of the 9th floor plan. These are the interior perspectives. This is the roof deck plan. This is the roof deck lobby. This is the water tank, and this is the cooling tower. The sizes of the pathworks are 3 meters wide. The design of the roof deck is to have a roof deck garden. This is the isometric view of the roof deck floor plan. And these are the interior perspectives. These are the elevation of the hospital and wellness building. The total height of the building is 41.8 meters. The front view elevation, the rear view elevation, the right side view elevation, and the left side view elevation. So these are the section of the hospital and wellness building. The height from the basement floor line for the apex of the building is 43.2 meters. This is the cross section, and this is the longitudinal section.
Next, the architectural drawing of the secondary building, which is the research and education, showing the plans, the elevation, the section, and also the interior perspective.
This is the ground floor plan of the research education building. This is the main drop-off. This is the main entry point with the provision of the courtyard garden. This is the main stairs and elevator for the education department, and this is where the main stairs and the elevator for the research department. This is where the reception lobby of the education, and this is where the reception lobby for the research. The sizes of the corridors and hallways are 3 meters wide. This is the commercial spaces, and this is the main utilities. These are the typical laboratories for wet and dry laboratories. They are the main offices for research, admin office, and staff office. And this is for the education, staff office, and admin office. This is the isometric view of the ground floor plan. And these are the interior perspectives. This is the second floor plan. This is the balcony garden with the provision of the connecting bridge going to the hospital. This is the ramp. This is the stairs. So this is the outer corridor with a view from the ground of the courtyard. This is the education lobby of the second floor. This is the research lobby of the second floor. These were the typical laboratories for wet laboratories and dry laboratories. This is where the consultation room for the education, the small consultation room, and the 2 seminar rooms. The sizes of the corridors and hallways at the second floor are 3 meter wide also. This is the isometric view of the second floor plan. And these are the interior perspectives. So these are the elevation of the research education building. The total height from the natural ground line to the apex is 11.25 meters. This is the front view elevation. This is the rear view elevation. This is the right side view elevation. And this is the left side view elevation. So these are the sections of a hospital and wellness building. This is the cross section. This is longitudinal section.
Next is the exterior perspective of the project, showing the different views from worm's eye view to bird's eye view.
These are the exterior perspective. This is the hospital's worm's eye view, and this is the research worm's eye view. Another view from the hospital, and also another view from the research. The meaning of the statue on the front of the hospital, the ribbon is the symbol of cancer, and the hand symbolizes care. The color of the ribbon is part of the Philippine flag, meaning this hospital building is a symbol of a cancer care. The statue of the front of the research, the circle represents the cancer cells, and the hand represents also care. The color also represents the Philippine flag, which meaning is the care for the study of a cancer. Another example of perspective, the site worm's eye view, the site's bird's eye view, another view of the perspective of the main building, the rear view of the perspective of the main building.
Lastly is the breakdown of the feasibility study.
So these are the breakdown of the feasibility study. The total building cost is 1,419,02,250. The total construction cost is 2,028,408,674.9 pesos. The total budget required is 3,615,169,467.123 pesos. The project treatment revenue is 3,849,900,000 pesos. The project treatment revenue from patient bed is 346,320,000 pesos. The projected revenue from integrated services and other facilities are 25,344,000. The projected revenue from operating an emergency room is 717,600,000 pesos. The projected revenue from doctors' offices are 6,480,000 pesos. So for the total income, 4,145,644,000 pesos. So for the breakdown of the return of investment is equal to 2.71 or on almost 3 years.
Again, this is my thesis study. Hope, a proposed Quezon City Cancer Medical Institute. Holistic approach through health and wellness therapy. My name is John Michael A. Villanueva. I would like to thank all of you for your time and attention listening to my thesis presentation.